Thanks for inviting us in at 6 o'clock, and we begin tonight with President Trump and Republicans celebrating the House passing the president's $4.5 trillion tax and spending cuts legislation. The final vote coming late this afternoon and was mostly along party lines. The sweeping bill is now headed to the president's desk ahead of his self-imposed Independence Day deadline. Not everyone, though, is celebrating the passage of this bill. One group of Hoosiers says they are grieving. Emily Longnecker tonight shows us how they demonstrated that today.
It's being called big and beautiful, and my biggest question is for who?
When it comes to President Trump's tax and spending legislation, now set to become law, for these Indianapolis clergy, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And to this group of multi-faith leaders who gathered outside Senator Todd Young's office Thursday afternoon, the new law and Senator Young's vote for it are anything but beautiful.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
The group held a procession with a hearse and a casket to hold what they say was a funeral. They're mourning the people they believe will die because of the new law's cuts to Medicaid and SNAP benefits.
We hold this funeral not for those who have already died, but for those who are now being marked for death by policy, by greed, by elected officials who have chosen profit over people.
Young, along with Senator Jim Banks, voted for the legislation, which, along with cuts to Medicaid and SNAP benefits, also enhances tax credits for companies who make semiconductors that want to build manufacturing facilities here in the U.S. The legislation also allows people who make overtime and tips to deduct some of that from their taxable income.
So taking the working class folks that will benefit from this, yes, that works for them. But I think the main idea of this whole situation is that we will have folks who will be losing their primary source of medical care, and we will have children and youth who will go without.
Young issued a statement on his vote which said in part, quote, "The bill also includes sensible reforms to strengthen government assistance programs by rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse, and improving work requirements for able-bodied adults without young children or disabled dependents." Critics of the bill say many who receive Medicaid and SNAP already work, but don't make enough to pay for health insurance and food.
We are going to lose our neighbors and our family members because of not what we didn't get, but what's being taken away.
The casket, right now, just a metaphor for the loss these clergy fear will eventually become reality for the most vulnerable. In Indianapolis, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
So if you'd like to read Senator Young's full statement on his vote, you can go to WTHR.com. Well, it has been a hot summer day across central Indiana. I want to give you a live look here in downtown Indianapolis. And we're getting ready for a hot holiday weekend after getting a brief break from the heat and humidity. Angela joins us tonight at 6. So did we get to 90?
We did get to 90.
We did, okay.
Yes, officially 90 in the beginning of a little heat wave.
Okay.
Won't be as long as the last one, and we'll end up most likely with 4 days in a row of 90-degree heat.
All right, we're ready then.
We're ready, and that includes the long holiday weekend. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, still sitting at 90 in Crawfordsville. Lots of sunshine, 87 Brown County, 90 in Carmel, and 87 degrees at Morris Reservoir. Radar is clear. We continue to keep a close eye on it just for any pop-up storms. There were a couple that did pop up, but they developed across the southern sections of lower Michigan and are now impacting areas west of Detroit and near Toledo, Ohio. So radar for us is clear. Good news if you've got some outdoor evening plans. Maybe you're coming downtown. Fever and Aces at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That is a 7 o'clock tip. It will be warm. It will be muggy. Temperatures will stay in the upper 80s through at least 8, 9 o'clock until the sun goes down. 4th of July forecast. Mainly sunny, hot, a bit more humid than even today. We're forecasting highs in the low 90s for the 4th of July. And again, that slight chance of a pop-up storm or two. And what we mean by that, a handful showing up on radar during the afternoon and evening hours. So go ahead and make the plans, but download the weather app, sign up for alerts. That will alert you if a storm gets close to you when you're outside, warn you of lightning approaching, and remember those heat safety tips as another heat wave begins today.
Angela, thanks so much. Tonight, Indianapolis leaders say stopping violence begins with the next generation. Our Alex Almanza shows us tonight how teens in one summer program are now working on handling conflict and building each other up.
Community peace events like this one behind me are just one of many ways that city leaders are trying to curb violence within our city. It's not your typical summer camp across town, though. At Summer in the City, teens are learning how to spot bullying, handle anxiety, and build confidence. Skills city leaders hope will help keep them out of harm's way. At Municipal Gardens, they spent the day acting out scenes about conflict and creating self-portraits with affirmations for the future. For 13-year-old Jaden Anaya, the lessons are already making an impact.
I bring myself to say positive affirmations in the mirror and help me bring myself up to help my day go better.
And events like this are happening all across the city over the next few weeks. We're going to have a list of all those dates on our website at WTHR.com. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.